All right. Yeah, it was. Chapter 6. Chapter 6. Oh, I remember what the name was. It was, we write it down. Then an expletive. But anyway, that was what it was. It's like we write it down. Let's go, guys. Anyway, so. Sorry, people. What?
An expletive is D.
I didn't post it. I just read it.
There's a really funny meme with that one. It's trying to say that for children, for kids, it's good to get A's out of school, and then it's like the school system. We write it down.
Oh.
Because we don't get sleep.
What? No, wait, Kaz, you didn't know.
I don't get either. What is write it down?
Anyway, we write it down. Some people are still having to rise up, and we're going to do it as students and teachers, just not all together. Anyway, so.
We're not.
Yes, teachers laugh at funny statements of that sort of stuff. Just like, we're not.
John.
It was a joke, Miss D.
Okay, I was like, I know what view you had of me, but I'm like.
I know you are.
Perfect. Anyway. But even that, there's like a. Yeah, that's true. All right, let's go. Here we go. Section 6.1. We've been working on this. People joining us. Period 6 kids. Basically, I love you guys. I'm available for you guys, and we're just gonna keep doing life because we have an AP that's coming. So,
Yay.
yesterday, period 6 totally beat you guys. But come on, how couldn't they? We spent forever talking about Corona.
They didn't beat us today.
COVID? Is that what people? I don't know.
COVID-19.
Yeah.
Corona time.
Corona just reminds me of the city, and that's weird. Anyway, so it's like Corona, and then it's anyway. What a dear. We were here yesterday, and basically we did a lot of pictures, but we didn't do a lot of ones without pictures, and then we didn't do a lot of ones with words. For those of you guys that are wondering with the whole Monday, Tuesday, whatever, just keep an eye on Google Classroom like you usually do. You just can't necessarily be totally lazy and wait for me to say it in class. I mean, whatever, big deal. And I'll try to be available online to you as much as possible. Period 6 kids and period 1 kids. Sorry, I'm just trying to recap the last however many, lots of minutes. Just keep an eye on Google Classroom. As John said, like, don't be afraid about this class because we'll just keep going. If there are live sessions, I will record them so you can look back at them. In some way, shape, or form, guys, do I need to try to keep you accountable to doing work? Yes. It sucks because I'm like, hey, whatever, you just get it done, and then we'll see if you pass at the end of the year. But, I mean, at the same time, I am like a high school teacher, and I am going to try to kind of be there for you and be like, oh, you're slacking, come on, you can do this. Like, oh, you're stuck and you're discouraged and you're not reaching out. Oh, here I am. Like, so I have to do some things just to keep you accountable. Just be aware of that. Teachers are going to have to do some things just to be like, hey, proof that you're alive and you're still doing math. Anyway, so we're just going to play with examples to the end, and then section 6.1 was supposed to be due today. You guys were supposed to do a spot check, but long story short, like, we spent probably the time that we would have gone over questions talking about other stuff. So I'm going to do a few more examples, and then that homework is due on Monday. Now, guys, I know I'm supposed to be here Monday, 8 to 3, working on professional development, online, whatever. What's it going to look like? You guys technically don't need to be doing anything, but I might try to have like an online math lab thing to answer homework questions like I normally do. Just keep an eye on Google Classroom once again. And then, John, like, if we start a group chat, that might be nice because everyone's not going to be checking Google Classroom nonstop. If we could think of something, or like you guys start it, and I could contact like Kyle because I have his number from like other stuff we've done this year with senior student class and whatnot, and he could text the group chat. If you guys don't want me in there, like I can be like, Kyle, we're having a live session, like whatever. But you guys think about that on your own to some extent, because I'm not going to force like, hey, I need to be in contact with you 24/7. Like, I don't need that. You don't need me to have that. But it might be nice to have some extra notification beyond Google Classroom. Why?
So for our homework, are you gonna like post a video for like us to grade it?
Oh, like the evens and whatnot.
That was very much adequate.
Yeah, or I might just have the live math lab that I record that you can access later. Be like, hey, we're grading the evens, and then because I have them in documents, I can just show it wherever I am, whatever. But yeah. But part of this is what's going to be live and what's going to be posted for you, and what do I put like immediately so that like, oh, I'm doing the homework and I can go see the answers. But come on, you gotta try it. You gotta try it on your own. You gotta get some things wrong. You gotta grade it in a color pen and be like, brain, come on, kick it into gear. Anyway, so just be aware if I do end up giving you all the answers, I just use them properly like you would Slate or anything else. But yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. Here we go. So we're going to go ahead and take some functions and try to figure out whether it's a dx or dy, whether it's top, bottom, or whether it's right, left, forever quizzes, I don't even know. Anyway, so coming back. Coming back. Take your forever cards home, please, 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 please. What I need home is forever cards, notes, and homework spiral. To be honest, that's all you, TI calculator, please, TI calculator. Let's take that home because AP review, we use the calculator a lot. Okay. Period 6, go fast.
Okay, so for whatever reason, if we have to come to school to like get something, will it be open? Or will it be like closed off?
I don't think it's gonna be closed down, like hardcore closed down the entire time, just because they're gonna try to outfit, they came in yesterday, they're trying to outfit as many rooms as smart boards as possible, so that, like my room, there's gonna be a microphone, there's gonna be a screen recorder, teachers can come in and teach and record. So I don't foresee it being closed.
Okay, that's perfect.
But
You devils will work out.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. So it's one of those, try to take as much home as you can today, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Coming back. Okay. Period 6 yesterday. We were talking about, I lost it, and it was helpful, and it was something I didn't talk about with you guys. Oh, homework. Okay. When you do homework, guys, sometimes these questions are on calculator portions, and sometimes they are not on calculator portions. Your test, when it comes, whatever form, whatever, okay? We're just going to make sure we know what we're doing, and we're going to try our best, and I get to grade and show you what's good or bad. Okay, whatever testing way this happens. The original test had 3 questions non-calculator, the rest was calculator. 3 questions where you, 3 multiple choice, where you had to anti-derive by hand after setting up, plug in the bounds, and get 1 single answer. So many mistakes can happen in between. Those are really hard. The by hand ones take time to make a match. So what I was telling period 6 yesterday, maybe I should have recorded it, but oh well, was basically, long story short, as you do your homework, you don't have to do every single one by hand. My advice would be to set it up. My advice would be to plug it in your calculator and make sure it works, your setup works. And then every other problem or so, try it by hand and see if you can make it work. Why? Is the point of this chapter integration? No. The point of this chapter is not to teach you how to take an integral. That was 4a and 4b. We're just applying it in chapter 5 and 6. But do you need to stay sharp on anti-deriving, plugging in the bounds, careful math to get to a nice, concise, make it match answer? Yes. So I'm not going to force you, like if I'm checking work or even when you guys are, I'm just trying to make this as effective as possible. Be using your calculator to plug in these integrals. Be making sure your setup is good. Some AP questions say, write but do not solve an integral expression for the area, for the volume. Awesome. All you have to do is set it up, and that's the make it match answer. So make sure your setup is good. That's the key. I understand the concept, but please, at least every other or maybe every third one, be solving by hand if they're looking for a numeric answer, because you need to stay sharp on those integrals, and so many mistakes can happen. Now, that's not going to happen in number 4, though. I don't have a picture. I don't know what the picture is, but I do see a y equals with x's, a y equals with x's, and I see 2 x's. What do you guys think this is going to be in terms of x or in terms of y? Top, bottom, or right, left?
I think you're going to use the x bounds.
Why are we going to use the x bounds?
Because it gives them to you.
If it's in terms of y, what do I have to get by itself?
X.
X equals f of y. Do you want to get x by itself?
No, thank you.
Heck no. So I'm going to go for that and hope that it's good. So I can go ahead and you're welcome. Bringing it back. Okay. Can I just say, I don't know what the picture looks like, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I can't just do that. What else do I need to consider?
Absolute.
Absolute value, because I just randomly said, there's one. I don't know. That's awkward. It's 0, but okay, fine. I'm going to put it in. Now, when I put it in, I cannot pull these absolute values out unless I check the bounds. Make sure I don't need to split up. Now, splitting up, I'm looking at intersections, right? And with intersections, I'm looking at when one curve is equal to the other. And I'm pulling out my green pen because I'm making a huge deal about how this is review and this is factoring. This is good old-fashioned. Hi, smartboard, I need you. This is good old-fashioned factoring. So, factoring, would you guys pull out the common x?
Yes.
Why is there a box? I don't know. We're just going to keep going. So, x times x squared minus 4. Oh, this has all kinds of zeros. 0 and plus or minus 2. Plus or minus.
Oh.
X plus 2x minus 2.
Yeah.
But are any of them in between?
No.
No! They aren't the bounds. There's nothing like a 1 or a 1/2 or a 3/4, so forget it. Pull out the absolute value and say, I'm good. I'm good. And so then we can take our integral from 0 to 2 of x cubed minus 4x minus 0, whatever, goes away, and then dx. And please remember, these absolute values are meant to be brought in at the very, 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 I have an answer. Is it positive or negative? End. The very end. So I have 1/4 x to the 4th minus 4 over 2, 2x squared. Do you need a plus c? My ones I keep on putting in when you don't need to.
No.
Because you're going to be subtracting, and when you subtract it, aren't they just going to cancel?
Yeah.
So then when you take and jump, and you end up with 2 to the 4th is 4 and 4 is 16. 16 over 4 is 4. 4 minus, that's going to be an 8. And then oh no, did I orient this correctly? It was 4 minus 8 minus 0 minus 0.
Absolute value.
It's a negative. This is geometry. Geometry. I need area to be a positive. Well, that's why we have absolute value. The answer is going to be 12, because I make everything pluses. No, it's not 12. You do the math and you say this is -4, and what's the absolute value of a -4? 4. Don't just go changing minuses to pluses. That's not how absolute value works. But what's different when you come down to this one? What does it look like it would be in terms of? P.S. Did I even do a picture?
It looks like the y.
It looks like a dy. So if it was a dy, what would we start doing? U minus u, except.
It looks like.
Except, don't I need to get x by itself, which is going to have a plus or minus square root? And it's going to be like that nasty one yesterday, where we were like, hey, there was an easier way and there was a harder way.
You can just solve for y, it's okay.
Yeah, because it's just x plus 2.
Right? Because yesterday you guys all saw when there were 3 equations versus 2 equations, no thank you. So as soon as we start seeing this, we're like, never mind, just kidding, backtrack, we'll go the other way. Okay, right? And the other way says, well, look at it as y equals x squared, and look at it as y equals x plus 2. Oh, that's gorgeous. And over here I can do my, hey, let's set them equal to each other. X squared equals x plus 2. Why am I setting them equal to each other? And I don't have any bounds. If I don't have any bounds, well, I guess it must have been natural. Meaning it should appear right about, ooh, let's get it all to one side. Right about now. If they don't give me bounds, remember, set each of them equal to 0. It's -1 and +2. It's like I'm teaching algebra 1 all over again. Oh wait, I am.
It is.
I teach algebra 1 every year to pre-cal and honors, pre-cal and AB and BC.
Well, you actually have algebra 1.
I know, I have both.
That's so sad.
Shh. Some days it's fun. I
Derek.
like teaching if they just wanted to learn.
Barely.
And have fun, but no, they don't want to. When I plug in, I have. Wait a minute, I'm just doing. Would you have put the parentheses around?
I would have put the absolute value.
2 because wait. But would you have put the parentheses?
Oh, yes, I would have.
Not everyone would. And I'm going to put a big old fat absolute value because I don't know if I chose right. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, it's a parabola. It's a line. I should probably be able to figure that out. But whatever. I'm going to subtract and I'm going to figure it out later. Wait a minute. I need to not split the bounds because do I have anything in between? No. Okay, so I'm going to do a dot, dot, dot. Because, okay, at that point, pull the absolute values out, anti-derived, plug and chug. Is this guy any he's going to be a dy, right?
Yes.
We are not going to get y by itself. And then I'm going to make a big old fat integral because I don't even know. I don't even think I want to know what that guy looks like. I'm just putting the absolute values in right now. And I'm going to say, okay, u minus parenthesis u. Y-O-U. I'm just talking to them. I need my bounds. True? I'm going to move that guy as a subtraction. I'm going to move that guy, that's an addition. This would be awful if I couldn't pull out a GCF of a But guys, here's the dealio. When I do this, can you guys notice that I am going to have, the bell's about to ring, I'm going to record period 3 also and put both, period 6 also and put both online. I bet we'll get farther. But you guys, hopefully at least you have a positive outlook on today. Go spread hope and joy and peace. But, well, from Jesus, it's not going to come from us, but that's all right. How many intersections are you going to have?
3.
So how many integrals am I going to make?
What?
Because I need to split up that absolute value because of the in-between. Bye, cool kids. More examples will be online. This homework is due Monday. What do you want? Morning or midnight?
Midnight.
All right. Monday, midnight. Love you all. See you later. Yes. You see an algebra kid. They have a test today. Oh, well. Maybe it's easier.
Good job.
I know.